Hello, welcome to your Pick Your Crystal reading here at Soulprint. This is for the week of June 8th through the 14th. Thank you very, very much for being here. And very, very quickly, if you are interested in receiving a private reading, if you go into the information box below, there is an email address, soulprint888@gmail.com. Just send me out a quick little thing saying, wanting information regarding readings. I will send you back everything you need to know. Let's get going, shall we? We've got very soft crystals here today. So we've got pink, clear, and purple. Okay, so we've got rose quartz, clear quartz, amethyst, all are tumbled. So take a moment, see which crystal or crystals are resonating with you, and let's get started. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So the Ace of Pentacles is about it's sort of like a new source of income. It is important business document. It's medical information. It has to do with that which is physical, but because it is the ace, it is the start of. Okay. Now, because you've got the Emperor sitting right beside it, the Emperor is, of course, the mate to the Empress. And the Emperor is about abundance and success, but it tends to be focused on the material world, on like business, commercialism, whereas the Empress is more having to do with maternal or nurturing energy. This is about business energy. Five of Cups. This Five of Cups talks about, honestly, just sort of a feeling of disappointment, feeling let down, sometimes even betrayal. And the Three of Pentacles is about, it's like success through effort, gain, recognition, but very, very often it has to do with the help of others, okay? So, what are we talking about here? I would not be surprised if there is something of a tangible, physical nature that you are trying to deal with right now. Perhaps you are trying to start a new business or reactivate one, or you're looking for a new job, or you're looking to turn, a hobby into like a little cottage industry to increase revenue. And whatever you've done, there's a sense of disappointment, or there's a sense that you didn't get the support that you were looking for. The Three of Pentacles is basically saying, listen, don't give up, but also reach out, because it's very likely that the success you're seeking is going to come through other people. So maybe, you're looking to set something up independently, but perhaps this is a situation where you might want to consider bringing in one or two other people into the business, for lack of a better word. Okay. So let's say, for example, and again, really random, but let's say, for example, you are amazing at knitting things, creating stuff with knitting needles and yarn. Trust me, I have no skill. People have tried to teach me. I just made them crazy. So you're thinking, you know what? I could maybe make, I don't know, baby stuff, baby blankets, baby hats, baby booties, that kind of thing. brilliant. And there's going to be a need for that. But you might want to consider, for example, bringing in a partner who can complement that. Maybe they are really, really skilled at making quilts or bedding for cribs or small beds. Oh, okay. Well, while you're thinking of that, maybe you should look at bringing in somebody who sews really, really well. And maybe you can create a situation where you have, booties and hat matching an outfit, matching a comforter. Okay. So you've got the booties, you've got the pajamas, and you've got the bedding. That's what I'm talking about. There's a suggestion that you want to look to draw other people in so that, or maybe you have an offer to join other people and you've been like, oh, you know what? I tried that before. I've been really disappointed. I'm not anxious to do it again. You're being asked to not rush out and do it because the cards say so, but give it some thought. Think about what didn't work the last time and see if you can avoid those sort of same pitfalls this time. But this is what the energy is about here. It is about sort of moving past feelings of disappointment because you're still really, really interested in creating this new source of, I'm going to say, revenue. So it might be worth taking just another look at expanding your networking ability. All right. There works. Five of Swords, the Sun, Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Okay. So, the Five of Swords tends to be about sometimes it's about deceit. Sometimes it is about a hidden agenda, unfair dealings. There's a sense of disappointment, perhaps even betrayal. But what's following that is the Sun. And the Sun is sort of the ultimate card in terms of happiness. It is the ultimate card in terms of achievement, success. It's like everything you could want rolled up into one card. That's what the Sun represents. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. And so with that, you're looking at sort of a woman or an energy of worth, somebody who is capable, somebody who's really good at managing money or assets. And the Six of Swords is about literally moving away from a troubled waters into smoother, calmer waters. So it's about moving away from difficulties or disappointment. So what is this telling us? Well, it's telling us that, you know what? Absolutely. You have been somehow disappointed. Things have not turned out the way you wanted them to. Perhaps there was a betrayal somewhere in, business, in friendship, in trying to deal with some situation that, the people around you disappointed you in some way. Your focus, you want your focus to be on the successful achievement of those things that you want in your life, of drawing them towards you, whether that is financial security or emotional happiness, whether it is just an overriding sense of contentment and peace. It's interesting, because you have the three cards here of sort of that successful attainment. You have a card here with the Queen of Pentacles of sort of handling that attainment in a way that is responsible, that is organized, that is capable. And then you have a card telling you that, it's okay. You're going to be able to move from these troubled and difficult waters that the Five of Swords is talking about into something that is much smoother and much calmer. And that's taking you towards the sun. All right. So I guess basically what the cards are saying is, listen, we acknowledge, we understand that you have gone through a really rough time. Maybe it has to do with family members, and something they've done or their behavior, or business partners, or a friendship or a relationship. But there's an acknowledgement that, yep, you know what? This has been really, really hard. Okay. But you're being asked to sort of focus on recognizing that you can draw towards you those things that you want and desire. And you can move forward knowing and trusting that you are perfectly capable of moving forward with confidence, with success, with love. Because it's time now for you to leave a difficult situation and move towards something that is more peaceful, that is calmer, that is a closer reflection to the energy of the sun that you're wanting to achieve. Now, if you're going through, for example, a difficult relationship, and there has been this betrayal, and it has really, really rocked your feelings of safety and security, etc. The Six of Swords is an indicator that better times are coming. Does that mean you stay and work it out? Or does it mean you say enough is enough and you leave? That's your decision. That's where this Queen of Pentacles, this card of being capable and resourceful, comes into play. You'll know the answer. Recognizing that sometimes, honestly, we have to let go to create a space for new energy, new things to come into our lives. And sometimes we have to hang on, get through the bump, and trust that better times are returning. Ultimately, that's something that you will determine. Because really, in the grand scheme of things, you are looking for that happiness and that healing, the recovery. And get the amethyst here. Okay. The Six of Wands, Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. All right. So, here we go. You're dealing with a situation where you are in a position of um, either wanting to attract or already receiving um, success, achievement, promotions, recognition of a skill or a talent. The Seven of Cups. Bless the Seven of Cups, it honestly, sometimes it's about confusion. Sometimes it's just about feeling overwhelmed with choices. Sometimes you just have too many choices and you're not sure what you're going to pick or which things you're going to prioritize. The Four of Pentacles is asking you to not hold on to what's in your hand so tightly that you don't have any space to invite something new. Okay, again, I always use this. If your hand is clutched tight because you're holding really, really tight to what it is you currently have, how do you expect something new to come into your world? You can't, because you haven't left an opening for it. Okay? And the Nine of Cups, the manifestation card. So the manifestation boils down to this. When it comes right down to it, to manifest something is to be in a state of confident expectation. You simply expect that which you are trying to manifest or that you wish to manifest is here now. And it's just on its way to you. And you don't have confusion or doubt. There's a couple sort of caveats, right? You make sure that you're not getting caught up in the justification cycle. You make sure that you speak of the manifestation as if it is here in your life now. So not, I'll be grateful when, but I am grateful now. It is here. I am enjoying it. I accept. Confident expectation. Is it that you're trying to figure out what it is you actually want? Or are you trying to make a decision about perhaps moving toward some sort of a new beginning or a new start? And there feels like there's too many choices. You don't know what the heck you're trying to manifest. You're going to want to make sure that you're not hanging on too tightly to what you have, so that there's room for new to come in. The success, the achievement that you're looking for is there. Like, you have two super, super powerful cards on either side of this, right? You have the achievement and the success card, and you have the manifestation card. So what's between is about streamlining your choices, thinking about what it is you actually want with clarity, being prepared to let go so there's new room. And that doesn't mean you just shoo everything out the door and sweep everything out. But it does mean that you take a good look at what you're holding on to. And if you're holding on to something too tightly, if you are perhaps reluctant to let go of what you have because you're not sure that you can actually create what you're looking for, then that becomes the work that you need to do in terms of, as you're making these choices and decisions, think about what it is you actually want to hang on to and what it's not necessary to hang on to any longer. And that is how the manifestation and the success are created. by making choices and letting go of that which doesn't work. All right. Thank you very, very much for being here this week. I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, enjoy the next 7 days ahead. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.